Hey, Race Chaser listeners.
We know how much you love to chase a race, just like us, and we are so grateful that you join us on this wild, crazy ride in your ears. So we like to say thank you.
Thank you.
And before we get started, we have an amazing favor to ask of you. We put together a survey so we can learn more about listeners like you and make your favorite podcasts even better.
Yeah, because we've been in the podcast game now, and this is your opportunity to tell us who you are and what you're interested in, because you're the players in the games. You're listening. So that survey should take no more than 15 minutes at the most, and just do it real quick for us. Thank you.
Just visit foreverdogpodcasts.com/survey to participate.
Come on, be a narcissist. Tell us who you are and what you like, what you don't like, and we'll try not to do the stuff you don't like no more.
Yeah, we want to know. That's foreverdogpodcasts.com/survey.
This really means a lot to us.
Yes, it does, and we appreciate your feedback.
Willem St. Heathers, I knew when I felt that cold February winter wind on my skin this morning that the podcast today might feel a little icy.
Juno Justins Dupree, as I live and ski. Well, I never thought I'd see you in front of a microphone again, addressing me so brazenly after all that had transpired.
Oh, it has transpired. Well, how on earth should I be addressing you? You are my co-host after all.
Yes, this I know. But what I didn't know was that you are more to me than just, and you knew and didn't tell me.
Well, how am I supposed to know what you know and don't know? What the fuck is this scene?
This is funny. Just read it.
Well, IYKYK. And if you know, you know. And now I do too. And you are my long-lost mom.
And you are my mom as well.
And so forth.
And such as.
Well, now that is settled, it's time
Having
for another
said that,
I think there's room for
everyone.
Both
Let's
of
just
us.
say that.
It's time for a brand new episode of Race Chaser.
That's right, and we are discussing Season 14, Episode 7, The Daytona Wind.
Enjoy.
It was September of 2013 when a global superstar who couldn't be tamed would change the world, and the landscape of pop music and culture would be shattered by a wrecking ball, never to be the same again. Enter Bangers. It's the album that marked the reinvention and meteoric rise of Miley Cyrus, and this February, it will be brought to life by Divatronic. From the groundbreaking team behind such hit stage shows as Justice for Art Pop, Alaska Joanne, and Blackout, continuing their tradition of dance, drag, and diva worship at the queer-owned and operated $3 bill. Sunday, February 27th, 2022, Divatronic proudly presents Bangers, starring me, Alaska Thunderfuck, and directed by Nick Laughlin. Join us for an all-new stage show featuring dancers, drag performers, live vocalists, special guests, and more as we bring to life this amazing album like you've never seen it before. This event requires proof of full vaccination and requests that all guests can't stop and won't stop. February 27th. Get tickets while they last by visiting $3billbk.com or by using the link in my Instagram bio. See you there.
Forever Dog.
Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw. Race Chaser. Woo-hoo. Race Chaser. Yeehaw.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to Race Chaser.
Chaser.
Oh, A podcast dedicated to the discussion, dissection,
And dissemination.
of every single episode of RuPaul's Drag Race, starting from the very beginning.
This is the beginning.
She still got it. My name's Alaska. What's yours?
Hello, I am Willem.
What about, you know what I thought of the other day? You know how we're saying au courant? Like,
Tell me true.
Race Chaser au courant because it's the current season.
Mm-hmm.
What if it was Race Chaser the flagship? Because it's like the flagship series.
Oh, the flagship. The flagship.
Because it's the first Drag Race,
Yes.
right? Like a flagship
were.
hotel.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Mm-hmm.
We're gooning and baiting over here.
So what happened last week?
Oh.
What had
well,
happened?
Well, first of all, my name is Willem Brienne. No more. Never mind. It's still fresh
does that
news.
mean?
Kelly Clarkson isn't Kelly Clarkson anymore. She's Kelly Brienne. No more Clarkson.
Really?
Dropped it. She said it more reflects who she is.
She's amazing.
Isn't
I'm
she,
obsessed
though?
with her.
Yeah, me too. I'm obsessed with last week's episode of Drag Race because the girls had an unconventional materials design challenge with the Glamazon Prime bullshit.
Yes.
Rue and Carson had some walk-arounds telling the girls what to do, what not to do. They told Diabetti, don't be Crystal. And they were really concerned about Angeria not having any stretch fabric. No stretch fabric.
No stretch.
No
On
stretch.
Valentine's Day.
Georgia's earned the win for her look for that sexy, sexy napkin. And Jasmine's outfit.
Sexy napkin.
Jasmine's outfit had too many ideas and not enough execution and terrible hat. It turns out that Maddie had the second best lip sync of the night. And
She did.
they did a Beyonce song, and Jasmine literally swiffered the floor with Maddie.
She did. With her taint.
Which leads us to this week. Speaking of taints, there's a storm brewing, and it's coming from the undercarriage.
Yes.
The Daytona
Oh
wind.
my god.
Oh.
We do
I
not
think it's
do
anytime-
toilet humor on this
My
podcast.
apologies. My apologies.
Anytime you get really gay, Audacity starts going, no, not on President's Day.
That was a fart noise.
That was me.
That wasn't my audio program glitching again.
That was a fart? Oh, I thought it was a real one. I was like, Dipper, you should have more control over that by now.
Loose woman.
All those reviews online were wrong.
We get a mirror message from Maddie that says, "Don't be afraid to be yourself. Be kind and be stupid, Maddie."
See, I think if I was in that workroom and I was a classy female impersonator, like say Jasmine or Kennedy Davenport, she'd say, "Who's stupid?
She's like, I'm not.
I'm not stupid. Are
I'm
you
not
a
gonna be
clown?
stupid."
Are you a stupid clown?" Like,
Are you a stupid clown?
like I don't feel like telling the girls to be stupid is
Not everyone's
necessarily-
cup of tea.
Yeah, not even a bowl of tea, or a pipe of tea. In fact, but enough about Courtney.
I'm not
everyone's
cup of soup, I guess.
Uh,
Jasmine walks in and she sums it up by saying, "Well, that was easy."
that was basically Alyssa saying, "Play it off my phone and let me go do this real quick," because she
Baby,
had wiped the.
Let
Yeah,
me just play something.
she wiped the floor with her, and Lady Camden switches the subject very easily and says that she felt like she was really close to winning last week, but she is very glad that Georges won.
Yeah.
Daya is sucking a blood orange by the looks of it.
Not happy about this moment here.
And sucking a blood orange is a little different than sucking a lemon, because sucking a lemon, it's just a retraction of the mouth. Sucking a blood orange is when your mouth keeps going to side to try to find a flavor in there other than sour. Like,
Really?
she's sucking it. Daya is not happy. She said, "Sorry to the girls that glued stuff onto a bodysuit."
Damn. And Georgia said, well, maybe she should have taken her dress to the cleaners before she wore it out on stage.
How you not going to steam out those sheets, mama?
Girl.
Those yellow wrinkled sheets.
Yeah. And Georges is like, just fucking do better, bitch. and stop being Crystal. I mean, I love Crystal.
Same.
I love Crystal.
And then Lady Camden breaks the tension, which is always nice to do at Drag Race when it's getting a little tense. Lady Camden throws on Daya's yellow wig and says, I made a garment from scratch.
I made gloves. I made glasses. And honestly, those glasses did get worn by like 5 people during Untucked. So
They were the pass around party bottom of the episode for sure.
definitely. Pass around Penelope.
Getting passed around. Lazy Susan.
The next day, the girls come in and continuing right with that. They basically made a scene out of yesterday, and the next day they're like, "Okay, now we'll resolve it." The next day, Daya takes a moment to apologize for Georges for overshadowing her win, but Jasmine doesn't buy the apology. She said, "It's as fake as my breastplate."
Due to the fact that I'm aware that I will be dragged by the fans online when this episode airs, I would like to apologize and therefore undo any damage.
Who are you, Todrick?
It is very much Drag Race is very about the apology. It's like, I'm sorry that I acted like a drag queen.
I'm
very,
never
very
apologized for anything I did on Drag Race. I wasn't sorry one bit. I was
Nurse!
playing a game.
Nurse!
I was giving good TV, and none of these girls should apologize for their emotions while in the Thunderdome, because it is a place where we're supposed to be heightened reality versions of ourselves.
Yes.
And be drag queens. And
Yeah.
show our true colors.
Yeah, I don't hold it against any of these girls. I mean, they're competing and they're doing a great job.
Yeah.
They get a video message from RuPaul which says, "My queens, to be part of my dynasty, you need to put the D in Alice, the B in old and the beautiful, and the Y in the hung and the restless. Remember, as the stomach turns, so do the gaze of our lives." What could it be? It's so cryptic.
Wait, so what's DBY?
Well,
Was she trying to spell diabetes?
I don't...
I think it just
I
went
don't
from put the
know.
D in Dallas, and then they're like, we'll do B in bold and beautiful.
I'm going through the big D, and I don't mean Dallas.
Oh, where are you going? Decatur?
It's a country song. It's talking about
Depression?
divorce.
Oh.
Oh.
Big Dipper. You're like, yeah, depression, right? No, it's about divorce. I'm going through the big D. I'm going through the big D, and I don't mean Dallas.
Oh man, that's not a Tammy Wynette. Well, this
All
challenge.
my exes live in Texas, though.
Mm-hmm.
Every last one.
The workroom is abuzz because RuPaul enters in this green leopard print suit. It's everything.
Yes!
And the girls' faces are just so shocked that RuPaul's there again. It's literally an intake of breath, like
fucking believe this!
like literally, you get a car faces. You get a car. It's like okay, girls, calm down. You knew she was coming.
Where
But-
is it? What? Did RuPaul wear this suit somewhere else? She wore a green leopard print suit somewhere recently. Was it on UK versus the World? Am I hallucinating? Is the simulation broken? Please let us know.
Yeah, if someone will know. The queens are told by Drag Race royalty RuPaul that
Drag Race.
the Drag Race, the girls will be starring in dramas, The Daytona Wind, and this is a sizzling soap opera centering around 3 rival Drag Race dynasties: the Davenports, the O'Haras, and the Michaels.
Yes, and they'll be working with the most demanding, difficult, diva-ish director of them all, RuPaul. And Georges, as the winner, is in charge of assigning the roles. And she says, I can't wait to see how this turns out. Ding!
The girls are so intimidated. They're like, this script is thick. This is a movie script.
Dummy thick, this script is.
Girl.
Yeah, there's pages. And we're gonna look over our sides as we take this break.
We're going to discuss it, and then we'll see when we're back from break who plays what.
Do you have a highlighter I could borrow?
I do. It's the Fenty one. Do you want the rose gold or the fuchsia?
Highlighter.
Oh, that highlighter. Yeah, I keep my highlighter in my butt, so let me get it out. Just fart it out and fling it across the room to you. Ooh, there's some stuff caught in the cap. Don't worry about it, though. Ooh. For anyone out there that runs a small business, it doesn't seem small when you're in the thick of it.
And when you do it all yourself, time is money, and you can't afford to wait in line at the post office when your to-do list is a mile long.
With Stamps.com, you can skip the trip and focus on how to take your small business to the next level. Level up.
Stamps.com lets you print official postage right from your computer and saves you money in the process. So you can spend less time at the post office and more time making your customers happy.
I love not going to the post office, and Stamps.com has enabled that. Like just being able to slap the postage on. For more than 20 years, Stamps.com has been indispensable for over 1 million businesses by giving you access to all the post office and UPS shipping services you need right from your computer.
Yes, and with Stamps.com, you get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 40% off USPS rates and up to 76% off UPS.
All you need is a computer and a standard printer, and you're up and running in minutes, printing official postage for any letter, any package, anywhere you want to send it. Send away.
Stop overpaying for shipping with Stamps.com.
If you sign up with the promo code DRAG for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale, no long-term commitments or contracts.
Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter code
DRAG.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy.
You know, we talk a lot about BetterHelp on this show, but it's good to be vocal about therapy because there's so many stigmas that surround mental health.
Yes, I mean, if you think about it, for generations, taking care of your mental health has been stigmatized in society, but it should be looked at like exercising or skincare or eating healthy.
This is self-care that everybody's been talking about. Like, taking care of your mental health is at the center of that.
Yes, and going to therapy shouldn't be a deep, dark secret or something you should be ashamed of. And BetterHelp makes it easier than ever to access mental health services.
BetterHelp is great because you can talk to somebody and you don't have to worry about them judging you.
Therapy is a very useful tool for anyone, whether you're going through a crisis or whether you're going through a transition in your life, going through something, are you going through it? It's a great way to talk to someone who has an objective point of view and who can help you make sense of things.
BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video sessions, phone sessions, or even live messaging sessions with your therapist. So it's not just video sessions, and you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to.
And it's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours.
Give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp online therapy.
This podcast is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Race Chaser listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/drag.
That's BetterHelp.com/drag.
Now, Carrie is going through the pros and the cons of choosing a big part, like the mother of the house, versus a smaller part. And depending on how you do it, it could work out for you. So, which would you go for? Would you go for a big part with lots of lines or a smaller part that's very impactful?
I do have a skill at memorization somehow.
You do?
Yeah. I would be a mother. I would probably go for Bosco's part because I do have a red satin dancing dress with a slit in the thigh clean up to the hip.
Yes.
I also have a red wig.
Yes.
I would give my best Cody Collins. I feel like I could do a mother role justice in the sense that some of... Yeah, I think that I could do that. What role would you go for?
Yeah, I mean, I think it isn't about the amount of lines, it's about the impact of the character. And if you can pick it up from reading through the script really fast, because you have to decide in that moment who you're going to go for.
Girl, Camden was racing to read it while the other girls all had their roles. And she's like, well, I guess I'll do that one, basically. I'll do Leona because all the other girls picked stuff. And in the time that she was reading, even there was the discussion between Georges and Deja, Deja's like, I want this one. And Georgia's like, well, I think I'm going to do that one. So keep reading, bitch.
She's in charge of the girls.
Yeah. So I think you'd be a good mother.
Mother of the bride. One day you're a slow-eyed vamp. The next day you're someone's mother. Then you're camp.
There's 3 roles in this town. Babe, district attorney, and grandma.
There are 3 types of roles for women.
Daughters, mothers, and gorgons.
Bosco is told. I'm sorry. I met Bosco's partner at Precinct on Friday night, and they
Wait, so did I.
Oh, you were there?
Do you think that was really Bosco's partner, or some guy who goes around getting in dressing rooms by saying he's Bosco's partner?
Oh, he was in the dressing room? I met him on the floor.
No, I don't know if he was in the dressing room.
Well,
but
I'm not sure, but he came up to me and he said, when you called Bosco a doll on the podcast before she came out, and I thought he said dog, and I was like, when did I do that? And then he told me, and I was like, and then he said it again, and I was like, dog or doll? Because I thought I was going to have to fight. I was like, and so what? I did call her that. He's like, you called it before she made the announcement, and like, you really called it. And I was like, did you say doll? And I was like, very nice. I guess Bosco loves us, I think, I hope. But I was worried for a second because I was like, I'm gonna stand here and just look you straight in the eye. Like, yeah, I called your partner a dog.
And why you're like,
because I didn't remember it. I was like, oh fuck.
And what?
And what of it?
Deja has a big load, so she has lots of lines.
Yeah.
And then the girls are on the set with RuPaul. And RuPaul says, Joan Collins. We are giving Joan Collins today. Do you faggots know who Joan Collins is?
5 of them probably know. 3 of them think Joan Collins is actually Joan Crawford.
Or Joan Rivers. Yeah.
I just am stupefied when girls don't know their references, you know?
Yes. It's actually the most important thing going into Drag Race is knowing references. It's more important than clothes or skills or knowing how to sew.
Or stones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere you look, there's a hem, though. Everywhere you look, there's a hem. Georges is wearing lashes today.
Hemming and she-hawing.
Yes. Deja is kind of struggleisha. Jasmine Kennedy, I really loved when Rue gave her the note of like, can you do a Southern accent?
And she said, "Oh yeah, that's well within my my reach." And then
it's listed on special skills.
And then
on my resume.
She reaches a double jointed arm with an orange picker, and she says, "See, it was in my reach." And she pulls out this accent that is Alyssa Edwards on ketamine, or
yes.
Alyssa Edwards after dental work.
Oh
yeah. She's giving Yosemite Sam meets Alyssa, and I love it. It totally works. RuPaul is dying, peeing, laughing, because somehow it works out that Jasmine is so bad at acting that it actually works in a bad acting skit.
Yes. It really came around the other. And Bosco really did a great job of describing. Bless you.
Thanks.
Bless you, my child. Bosco did a great job of describing it because she was like, yeah, she came back around the other side. It's so bad that it's actually really good. And the Southern accent was like her gateway into getting into this character. It really worked.
Yeah, and the way RuPaul was saying these pauses are really important. Like,
yes.
You could tell something was going to happen in the edit whenever they said that. And just, I think that, do you think any of the girls got that there were going to be fart noises from the title?
We do not do toilet humor on this podcast. Do we look like... How dare you?
I thought none of the farts were wet enough.
Oh, you wanted some juice?
I needed a little bit of leave out.
Blame it on my juice. Blame it on my juice.
Yeah. Or even, I mean, a cum fart is one of my favorite farts. because first you hear it, yeah, it's that, and then you hear the Neptune's kiss, bloop. Bloop.
Oh,
You
my
know the one.
goodness.
And then the cum is all smelly.
Oh my god! Make it stop!
Fix it off!
Why is it 20 minutes long? The remix.
Sometimes it be like that when you're in the car and your seatbelt won't let you raise your cheek far enough off the seat.
Yeah.
It's a squeaker.
Yeah.
What do you think of Daya and Willow's feedback from RuPaul? Because they're playing sisters.
right.
It's always the role that is very scrutinized. The twin role, like the twin bots.
Twin bots, yeah.
It's there's always a dual role where they want the girls to like do something that's sort of similar. And
Yes.
I think Willow is funny, but it's definitely more arousing. And
I didn't clock that
you didn't?
until they said it. But
I-
like in the room, everyone was gagging for the impression, or
Yeah, it was-
not the impression, but just like her choices. She's
was-
very funny.
It was very funny. I clocked it in the commercial like lead out when they showed it as the preview for what's going to happen after. Like I was like, oh, immediately, because I
Yeah.
love Schitt's Creek. But I mean, it doesn't discredit her performance at all. It just I think makes the challenge level a little lower. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
the difficulty level. That's what I mean. Like if this were the Olympics, because it is already established material. But she's so funny.
Funny
She
is
looks
funny.
great. Funny is funny, but also if she had won doing this the same way, like if Sharon had won the reading challenge with doing like pirated roast jokes, like I think the difficulty level determines the win sometimes too.
I think you're absolutely right. Angeria is having a struggling moment. She stumbles a little bit, and then it's like a downhill slope. So she's really having trouble.
It's funny how they'll choose who to show the struggle with and who not to. Like,
Yeah.
I remember you saying your challenge with Alyssa in All Stars was struggle bus on her part, but you put the right music behind it, and all of a sudden it's funny and it's okay, and it's just like that person's quirky,
Yeah.
So they chose not to do that with Angeria. They chose to give us some real drama stakes and just leave it there. And Angeria's worried. This is the first time that she is in her head and she can't get out of it, she says.
Yeah.
And so much so that she's talking about it the next day in the mirror chats.
Yes. She's convinced that she's going to be in the bottom. She's really like living in danger, like Ace of Base. Honey, the theme this week is chaps on the runway. Chaps on the runway. Chaps on the runway. Bring it to the chaps. Oh my god.
I love chaps because you can just have an easy fart access.
That's true. Do you think that's why they chose this as the runway? Because it's all about farts?
Let me
It's like
text RuPaul. Hold on.
open ass.
Open.
But that leads them to talking about Folsom Street Fair. Angeria's like, so what do they do at the fair?
I want to go to the fair. This bitch fully thinks that there's funnel cake and a whirly cart. Because
a candied apple and
girl,
fisting.
she's trying to go bobbing for something there.
Folsom is wild. Have you frequented Folsom?
I ended up there on accident once. I was like, so this stops in the Castro. I got on a train. It said Bart, which was my middle name. So I was like, let me see where it takes me. And then I ended up there in the Folsom.
Yeah.
I liked it. Dory Street Alley Fair or Dorr Street Alley Fair.
Dory Alley.
Yeah, I've been there too. I liked Folsom better because it was, just sunnier, more upbeat.
Yeah. People get down.
In the street. I know. Girl, Rock'em Sakura. That's gonna be her talent in All Stars. I'm convinced.
What? Just being nude? 'Cause...
Getting serviced on the street in Folsom. She looked so beautiful.
Yeah, she did. She looked great. She was having a really nice time.
Pointing north.
I want to go to the fair. And Bosco makes a great point. Not every gay space needs to be family friendly. There are a lot that are. Folsom is not one of them, and I appreciate that.
I like that she says that. And she's like, we need some grit still in the gay community. And like,
Exactly.
honestly, not everything needs to be fucking Mickey Mouse and Disney for if it's gay. I mean, look at Disney. Mickey and Donald don't even wear pants. Well, Mickey don't. Donald don't. Mickey does.
Ass out.
Honestly, so
Ass
like
out on the runway.
Donald Dick Duck.
Donald Dick. Why don't we go ahead and take a break, and then we'll get into this main stage.
I want to go to the fair. A fart-powered fair.
What are they doing at this fair? RuPaul. Every now and then,
Okay.
a moment happens in fashion that we will all remember where we were on this day. I love this orange, creamy, ruffly, beautiful.
Let's describe this color a little more accurately. It's a duochrome melon and I'd say salmon.
Okay.
It's that like that good Oakley windbreaker fabric that's usually purple, but this time it's salmon and like maybe tangerine.
Tangerine dreams.
Or like a frothy apricot. I have a problem with this hair. It needs to be bigger. Once again, I'm gonna send a DM to Curtis William.
Hey.
This hair feels a little matronly. It just needs to be bigger to make it more glamazon, I feel like.
Okay.
Ross looks super cute in this zebra jacket.
Everything must be zebra.
T.S. Madison is painted and lovely.
So gorgeous. Just radiant.
And
So
Michelle's
beautiful.
there.
Michelle is wearing a red velvet jacket. Michelle is wearing clothes. Anyway, thank you, Michelle.
Sue Ellen, you're in big trouble.
Who are these people in my house?
Mom, you've had a really long flight. You're really cranky. So why don't you just go to your room and we'll discuss this in the morning. Chaps on the runway. Now, I had the opportunity to watch this at Precinct, and it's
Girl, this
really
runway
so
chapped
much.
my ass.
It's this really chaps my ass.
Mhm.
It's really fun to watch it in a room like that because you really hear what people go up for. And this first look from Willow Pill is one of the most inventive, creative, stunning, fierce, show-stopping, never the same, genius, brilliant, puke on it, shit on it, remix, sample, everything.
I just like I feel like it's a commentary on like don't touch my hair too. Like holding
It's
it.
I'm gonna hold it up, bitch.
Yeah, you can't touch my hair. And just the pops of color in the glasses, the eye makeup and the earring, like keeping it in the blue, green, orange. I love this. It's just like little Matrix Hillary Duff hooker.
Absolutely lovely. Is this a reference to has someone in fashion done this or drag or I've never seen it.
I feel like this is straight out the box her because she's like, that the way she designed that blue raspberry promo picture where like her head is surrounded by the hat and it's like perfectly her circle picture, her logo picture is just like I think she really has a great eye for detail.
She's, I'm going to go out on a limb. I know it's a hot take, but I think she's good at drag.
Yep, me too.
I really do. Bosco, speaking of good at drag, Bosco is giving us pink leather, strappy, fringy fuck.
I love it. It's very Ashton Michael, the soft pink with studs. The only thing is I wish she would have ironed that one kink out of her hair. You could tell where the hair was folded in the bag.
Well, honey, it's human.
Well, girl.
That's what happens with human.
I mean, but she's representing Folsom because there is a kink in that wig.
Straighten it out because I think I got a kink.
Girl, Georges is going to talk about it next week. She's going to be like, you didn't want to steam out that kink, honey. Bosco looks sickening, though. That's the only detriment in the outfit.
It's human. You don't have to steam it, baby. You can use a fucking flat iron, baby. Ceramic, honey. High heat.
I mean,
And he
use
sprays some protectant.
You're
Bitch,
gonna want
it's
to use
on.
a heat protectant, a Daniel Coy heat protectant.
She better have her fucking ass out. She looks so fucking beautiful.
She does. I'm living.
Deja Sky giving us blue, leopard, bell bottom, baby blue, pussy, giving leopard, giving orange hair.
Mhm.
What'd you think of this?
This is Hanna-Barbera hooker, honey.
Hanna-Barbaric.
Yes, it's taking advantage of the curves and swerves.
Oh, yes.
The booty feels like the way she's walking up the runway, she's giving me, oop, gotta go right now. She's doing this half hop skip step thing, like the girl on Unreal who shit herself, like that kind of walk, like oop, oop, oop. But make it fashion.
I have to say Raja's probably really enjoying this runway because she can't. I think she's really
Hates.
annoyed by the trend of chaps in drag.
Hates, yeah.
Because it has become a thing that, like, oh, everything has to be a chap now. Everything is a chap. Everything is. And it's hard to achieve a chap when there's like a fake body going on and it's drag. And so it becomes like kind of weird. But I think Deja looks great. And I love this color story. I love her unusual choices of hair. The orange really sets off the blue, and I
Yeah.
think she looks cool.
Me too. Better find a bathroom though.
Carrie, fuck it.
Carrie Colby, can I tell you that the beauty is present and ever so real because they don't even show her walking out on the runway. They give her the already standing in place in the top, and then she just comes up and it gives face.
I'm in tears.
So beautiful.
It's too fucking much.
60-inch
Will
hair.
someone get my nail because I am such a mess right now? The hair is such an event. It is impossibly long, dragging on the floor. This is where the term drag comes from, is from Carrie Colby's hair dragging on the floor.
I love it. She got these lemonade braids, a hat, and
ass wide open like it's at the dentist. Absolute.
when the trade says, "Are you smooth?" and she says, "I have a little hair."
Oh my god, really, really gorgeous. I just can't say enough about it. Can't say enough about it. Next up, Georgia's Tina.
Yeah. There was some debate on whether this was chaps or not chaps, I think.
I think that the definition of a chap is a sort of it's a certain type of garment, and I don't think this is chaps. It affects a line similar to a chap, but by definition, I think chaps have to attach
Chaps
to
have
something
to
higher.
remove or protect. Chaps are their formal use was to protect an underlayer of clothing, and this does not protect an underlayer. It's actually under the underwear.
Right.
So, but she's very cute, and maybe they don't teach chap stuff in school no more because she's about 15, I think.
Yeah.
Literally,
She's ditzy and cutesy and looks fucking sickening because she's Georgia's.
Honestly, I don't know how she's also starring on Euphoria at the same time as
Yes.
Drag Race this season, because she is straight up Maddie. She's Maddie. Definitely Maddie. Giving.
Well,
But-
I'm not Maddie at this look.
Is the updo off center though? She needs one of those good, like my
I think it's on purpose.
really.
I think so. I think she cocked it a little bit to the side for flair.
Okay, I
But
love
maybe
it.
not.
She
I love-
mentioned I'm styling my hair like old school Georges.
Like her aunt, right?
Yeah.
Or
Mhm.
Tia. I love it. Was it chaps? I don't know.
The debate shall rage on.
What do you think?
Sound off in the comments, you guys.
Let us know.
Our Patreon members voted and they said 99%. They're not chaps. Thank you, Patreon. Angeria Paris Van Michaels is giving, she describes herself as Cher in the future, and she's absolutely right. I love this. It's clean. And she looks like a disco heaven.
It feels like she swallowed a Mickey Mouse figurine and then it expanded inside her,
Yes.
but gold. Because
Circular sleeve. I love it. It's fun.
she does love a presentation on the shoulder. We had that fan last week. Now we got this round thing this week. The body
She
is
really
right.
does.
Honey, the body is here and I'm feeling the fantasy.
I could have used a ponytail on top, honestly, because it's
Okay.
a lot of hair around the shoulder, but I'm not mad.
Right. Jasmine Kennedy is graduating from space college.
Girl, she's giving collegiate cunt. This is yellow and blue. Her school colors. Go Spartans.
This is so insane.
She's just angling that head up. She's putting her chin up so high because the hat comes so low that the shadow's
Right.
on her nose. She's giving, ooh, back row. Can you see me?
What
And then her
kind of
wave goodbye,
fucking-
where she does the thing where drag queens take a step back before they move forward to get the momentum, and then a little tinkle finger. A tinkle
She's
finger.
so cute.
You know what a tinkle finger is, don't you?
Yeah,
We'll put it on
yes.
our Instagram. We'll give you tinkle.
fingers.
We'll give you tinkle fingers on our Instagram.
She's so cute. And this is, I mean, arguably one of the strangest looks I've ever seen on Drag Race, but she carries it off. She has I mean, I don't understand why it's a graduation cap, but honey, she's
said-
graduating from cunt pussy you, okay?
Yeah, I don't understand how it skewed graduation. Like, did she have too much vitamin C?
I don't know.
Like-
As we go on, we remember.
Bitch, Lady Camden. So I got to the
She
bar
got
late,
us.
and I didn't see this fall originally happen, but I saw the judging, and you and Adam Shankman and my friend Dan were all like, you need to see what happens. And then they replayed it, and I just turned around and was like,
She got us. This is the Janet Jackson nipple slip. This is the Courtney Act, you know, pussy falling out on Big Brother. This is a stunt, and
Stuntageous.
it's something that has never been done on Drag Race before, and it's something that now can never be done again on Drag Race. It's a defining moment. I was really excited to be in a room full of people who just lost their fucking minds when this happened.
Yeah, I think that this was a deft display of ingenuity. I think that
Yeah.
she killed it. The presentation was good, and that blonde wig that flew off her head, I think that was a wigs by Tiff. She's just, I'm pretty sure, because we all have that wig. Nina West has that wig. I got that wig. We all got that wig.
Yeah.
The chaps are great. I would wear this whole outfit. Like, when they were lined up, I was like, ooh, is that Bosco? And they're like, no, Bosco's in pink. Well, I was like, I will take that outfit too. But I
Yeah.
love these lightning bolts. It's everything. She got one over on RuPaul, which RuPaul loves when you get one
Yes.
over on her.
Now, you walked the runway twice. Do you think she did the fall and the reveal twice?
I don't know. I mean, you don't always walk the runway twice. On my season, we did walk the runway twice, 7 out of 8 times. But that one time we didn't was our boat challenge. Sometimes they're just like, we got what we got. We're good.
We got it. It's fine, guys.
We got
Anyway,
it. Moving on.
Dia Betty is the last to walk the runway, and she's wearing a garment that was made by Gigi Good's mom.
Really?
Yes. And
It's-
it looks good.
It's
Great.
great. It's clean. I love that there's no shirt under it.
Fierce.
The long pant is great.
Yes.
I don't love the hat. I think the hat should be bigger.
Okay.
Like at least wider than her shoulders, because those shoulders are wide.
Okay.
That's the only note that I would give the girl, because she looks sickening. I like that
she really does.
she changed her makeup again. The lip isn't the same lip as it was in the challenge.
Yeah.
I think that they're really angling the editing. There's fingerprints all over it. The fact that Camden went out and killed it, and then they're showing Dia at the end of it.
Yeah,
Like they're setting those two up to square off.
definitely.
And it's about to happen. But first, we're gonna watch these little skit-scats.
Yes, the official director's cut of the Daytona Wind. What did you think of this?
I thought it was one of the best Drag Race episodes I've seen in a long, long time. I thought
Yeah.
it was so smart to include. Everybody loves farts.
Yeah.
Everybody loves him. The bar was frolicking with laughter. We were
Yeah.
peeing ourselves. It was wonderful. It was just, the performances were good, but this comes down to why Drag Race should win an Emmy for editing. Because the edit was just so tight. Whoever came up with this, kudos to them. John Pollying about
She wanna blame it on the edit. Really good. Really good. I just, yes, we must give them their kudos because we have at times been critical of Drag Race.
Did anybody hear those?
What are you talking about?
You didn't hear those 3 succinct, in-tune farts that I just...
Wait,
didn't hear those?
Did
You
you
give us
do real
organic?
ones?
Yeah, I would have put it on the mic, but I didn't want to be Courtney Act. She likes to farts on mics. Oh,
honey,
echo chamber.
put some reverb on it for me, baby. just a little reverb, honey.
Damn.
Yeah, we've been critical at times of the writing on some of the skits on
Writing?
Drag Race.
Girl, there was flashcards with crayon on some of them.
Right. But this was very, very funny, and legitimately was getting a lot of laughs in the room. And even when I rewatched the episode, I was like, this is legitimately funny.
Yeah, it was great.
So kudos to everyone over at Drag Race for making a good thing.
What did you think about it being a surprise for the queens?
That added another level to it, which I loved, because it was like a bamboozle tree, and I don't think any of them clocked.
I don't think any of them clocked it either.
Maybe we can find out.
Oh, that one's under the covers.
Oh my god.
That's an under the cover, and then they broke the seal of the Dutch oven, and
Oh my
they let a
God.
little air out of the comforter, lifted up that weighted blanket. Which role would you have gone for, do you think, after seeing all of these? And who the fuck is Diesel? Who is this fine man looking
I
all
know.
Hawaiian and like
Oh my
fucking
gosh.
White Lotus bitch?
Yeah.
He can
like,
have
what's
it.
going on?
He could put a lay on it and then lay on it.
What? Like, what's he?
Who is he? And why did we not get an introduction?
Oh, I know his name.
Oh, I definitely know his name. Well, I just want to let you know that I don't know his name, but he's mine. Identify this man so he can fuck me in my can. Ooh. Okay, we're gonna take a break.
Bye. We are back again.
Were you
and-
confused
Huh?
when there were no bottoms of the week, just tops? They called the safe girls Deja, Carrie, and Angeria, and I didn't know what was going on. And I was like, "Well, who are the bottoms?" And then either Adam or you turned to me and said, "There's no bottoms," and I was like, "Don't look me in the face and say that again, ever."
No bottoms.
No bottoms
On Valentine's
on Drag
Day?
Race. No bottoms. All tops on
loved
Drag
it.
Race.
I love that there were no bottoms. I thought it was so sweet to have an episode of Drag Race that wasn't all about cutthroat, bloodthirsty, fucking dreams shattered. I thought it was nice seeing an episode of Drag Race where everybody just did great. Everybody got to stay. The winners got to have a victory lap.
Feel good, Folsom Felch vibes. I loved it. There's a dog in the room too. Ooh. Oh god, that was a splatter one. You got to clean the bowl after that. You're gonna have to lift up the seat, clean under the seat, get in those.
This is a new low.
Is
When
it?
we got into this, we did it for integrity, for journalism. We did not come out here to be shock jocks. Well, girl, you've done it again. Constantly lowering the
Lowering this
bar
bar.
and doing it fabulously.
What's that from?
It's Michelle Obama.
Oh,
Well, you've done it again. Consistently raising the bar.
All right.
Deja, Carrie, I know, Dipper's like, could you just fucking podcast,
No, it's
please?
my bad. I got us
Um,
back here.
Deja, Carrie Colby, and Angeria are safe dolls.
If there
all
was
these
a
bottoms,
bottom,
where's the tops?
if there were two bottoms, who would you put in the bottom for this?
Deja and Angeria.
Same.
They
Yeah.
seem to be struggling a little bit, but it came together in the edit. It's the power of editing.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely saw that. If I were Deja, I would have had it ready to do so under my chaps.
Right.
But the judges gave some critiques to the girls that were still on stage.
Yes.
They told Georgia she could have gone further with the acting, but it was the right tone.
And she
Jazz-
really had she had a funny series of moments.
I thought she was great. Yeah.
Or like that moment where she was just giving face and like giving reaction.
Mhm.
So fucking funny and so fucking beautiful. God damn, she's pretty. Ugh.
She really is.
Ugh.
Jasmine is told that the outfit is stupid and fun, and Ross says it was a work of fart.
Mhm.
And it's unclear if she meant to be iconic or not, but it worked. I think they mean ironic or iconic.
Well, honey, she meant it to be iconic. Okay. Jasmine Ketamine, friend of the pod. Lady Calm Down. Lady Calm Down. Lady Calm Dungeon.
Lady Calm Down.
The judges Calm Dungeon. They
She went to
love
acting
the-
school.
And she, I have to say, was really the strongest actress out of everyone. I mean, because she gave it a level of like intensity and pathos but also bubbling with sensuality just underneath the surface.
She had a lot of breath on it. All of her delivery was like breath and just rushing in, and like it was very Knots Landing Dynasty, Dominique Devereaux, very that. And I was here for it. The wig was perfect. Everybody looked like they came out of like an 80s moment.
Yeah. The champagne is burned.
I do not sleep in my clothes, and I do not wish to sleep in the room. If you can't recommend a suitable recommendation.
I only eat Petrosian beluga. I wouldn't know. If the champagne is not up to your taste, Miss Devereaux, don't drink it. The caviar, I assure you, is not burned. Sorry, okay.
Where is Sammy Joe? Betty is told that the lips screamed prostitute by T.S. Madison.
Yes.
And anytime a former prostitute says the word prostitute, she probably means it as a compliment. It's definitely a compliment.
Oh, yes. High
yes.
compliment, high praise.
RuPaul says her runway was perfection, and she showed up to the challenge this week.
Yes. Welcome to the competition, Jimbo. Michelle, Michelle calls out Willow as being Moira Rose. But RuPaul says, I've been doing Faye Dunaway for 30 years, so deal with this. Sometimes stealing an impression is is what you do.
I mean, hi. It's what you do.
From Angina. He stole it from
Thank
Girl.
you.
Angina.
That was
She
multiple
meant to.
grab and runs. That was stolen from Angina, from the Throwing Shade Girls, to
From, right, Coco Ferocia, Isis
to
Mirage.
Coco, to RuPaul, to and then I heard Pound Cake stole it from you. Pound Cake's been working that tired Abby Lane drag all over the country.
That Mom's Maybelline drag.
Mom's Mabley. Oop.
For all it's worth.
Bosco.
She went for the rebound. I thought she was just gonna put foundation on the top lip, which is really what I mean. To get the I can't can't. The vision of Phoenix Atlanta as Reba is burned in my brain.
So good. It's so good.
It's a cursed image that you can't unsee.
Yeah, I didn't get that there were so many fancy references. I do like that she wore the red hair and stuff, but like I just wish the girls could have given like, you know, if there was a tearaway somehow and she had a red dancing dress on underneath.
Right, clean
Ready
up to her hip.
Ready to do so. If her mama dabbed a little bit of perfume on her neck and then kissed her cheek.
And then a cockroach glued to the shoe.
Oh God. And then RuPaul said, just be nice to the gentleman Bosco, they'll be nice to you.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the also a point where in the Super Tease promo for season 14, T.S. Madison says, girl, hand me that wig. But we don't hear it in the judging. But who do you think it's about? Which wig? I think it's about
George's.
Bosco.
Oh. I think it's about George's.
Or Carrie. I mean, there's so many good. I think it's about Carrie.
Yeah, you're right. It's definitely a Carrie moment. It's a
'Cause-
Carrie.
It's a Carrie.
Honey
And honestly,
shows. Carrying.
Imagine if Carrie took
We
that.
tore.
We tore.
Honey, last night we tore, bitch.
Girl, we need an episiotomy. We tore so hard. Imagine if Carrie took that unit.
Sorry.
Perm.
Perm.
If Carrie took that wig and rotated it 180 degrees and then wrapped all the braids up, imagine how big of a Chanel Perillo bun that could be. And then it could be lace back, front hard, probably lace hard front too, hard soft back. Make the lace front.
Lace back, lace back, or wait, lace front, back my lace front.
Very that. This hair is amazing, but
Really,
also
really
Bosco's
amazing.
hair is great, and so is George's.
Everybody looks fucking hot. Georges, Jasmine, Ketamine, Bosco, Willow Pill, all are deemed safe. And the top two are Lady Come Dawn and Diabetical, and they'll be lip syncing for the. God, what is it? A fucking Maserati?
Childish
Fucking-
machinations, Carol Ann.
This is by far and away the most childish, vindictive, petty machination you have ever concocted. Grow up, Carolyn. This is by far and away. That's not even a saying. By far and away. Okay.
The movie with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
Lip sync song, One Way or Another, Blondie, Deborah Harry, Giving.
If Lady Camden is not a rockette by the end of the year with the amount of times that she kicks up her leg, she does it walking into the workroom. She does it a few times on the runway during presentation, and then during this lip sync, she must do 1,800 fan kicks. She is a fucking windmill with this leg, and it's her
She's
good
like
right
Love
leg.
Connie. Yeah.
Honestly, she's a
just-
kicker. Don't get behind
she's a
her;
ki-
she'll kick you right in the head like a mule.
She likes to kick, stretch, and kick.
And she's doing it, baby.
She is. And I mean, I'm really glad we got to see Lady Camden do this lip sync today because she's such a gazelle. Just her movement is just like liquid. Like she's so gorgeous.
All lithe limbs, like
Yeah.
puttering about the stage, just light on her feet. And then there's a point where both girls are walking up to you can tell they're trying to hit the house at the top of the stage. And they're both walking, and then Camden's like, you know what? I'm going to turn around before we get to the top, and I'll throw in a kick. She gives the kick. That's what Camden does, the Camden kick. Another kick.
Do you know her favorite breakfast cereal?
Kicks.
Kicks.
Kicks with feeling my oats milk.
Do you know her favorite app to chat on? Kick.
You got a kick? That's what all the double list people ask me. You got kick? And I'm like, if you're behind me and you pull my hair, I do.
In the year 2008, do you know what kind of phone she had? A sidekick.
I thought Daya did a wonderful job.
She held her own for sure.
I would have given her $1. I would have given Camden a big bill though.
Yeah, like
I
a
am
stack.
a big bill actually. Yeah. Or maybe I just would have done ones, but like 9 of them, one after
Oh,
the other,
one,
to get the attention
yeah.
on myself. Their whole number.
Take up their whole
Like,
number.
and
yeah,
during
handing them
a part where they really needed
handing
to hit
them
it, like the bridge or
$9.
something. I'm impressed with the dance break.
Yeah.
One girl plays Pussy on the Ground, a lot of floor work.
Love Connie,
Very much so.
friend of the pod. Yeah,
I was here for this lip sync. Good job, girls.
totally. Lady Camden wins $5,000. And everyone kept their fucking wigs and their fucking shoes on.
Yep.
And that mustache stayed on the whole time.
Well, she had another one on under it that she
wait.
peeled off, and that was one of my favorite parts of it because it was like jokes on. It's like, you know, Nikki Jizz ripping off one wig and then having another wig under it that's the same but like different. Like the fact that these girls are planning their gags and their stunts. It's
So good.
It's very, you know, this
Her
is the ground that
mustache-
Sharon Needles broke.
Her mustache was ready to do so.
Her mustache had it ready to do so for sure.
I
I have a tearaway under my tearaway.
Did you watch Untucked?
Yes. I thought
believe
that
you.
Angeria was a very lucky girl this week, and so was Deja.
Yeah.
But I
For
feel like
sure.
they're somebody's luck is going to run out next week because it's definitely going to be a double elimination at some point. I feel like.
You think? They lost,
don't know.
You know, they lost Cornbread due to an injury, so they had to have an episode where no one went home. So I think that's what we were seeing here.
Oh, okay, that could work too. Yeah. I mean, I do like dreams getting crushed though, so hopefully we can do both.
You want to get back to bloodthirsty, blood sport, fucking, you know, shattered dreams. Shattered dreams. Everyone is trans. Everywhere you look, everyone is trans. Everything the light touches is trans.
Everywhere you look, there's some trans
Sorry,
dolls who
Willem.
do drag race.
I'm very, very sorry, Willem. You are no longer the most trans season.
We
I'm
are not
very,
the most trans season.
very sorry.
The dollhouse is packed this year. We got Miss Bosco. We got Miss Cornbread, the snack. We
Yes.
got Miss Carrie Colby.
Yes.
We have Miss Jasmine Kennedy.
Mhm.
We have Ms.
Everyone is trans.
Oh, they're all trans. Trans.
No, we love it. And this was a really beautiful, I mean, Jasmine Kennedy basically came out as trans in Untucked. And it was a very emotional moment. It was a very touching moment.
Ooh, bitch, RuPaul was probably so mad she didn't do it on the main stage.
Well,
Did you see the meme where they said everyone on this season is straight? Because there's 4 trans women and Maddie. So there's 5 straight queens on the show.
everyone is straight,
Oh.
honey. Everybody is straight, darling.
I do like T.S. Madison talking about her journey with her transition and like
yeah.
and her mom. And the thing that she says to Georges, "You are a fierce little piece of puss." Honey, that needs to go on a shirt.
Yeah.
Fierce little piece of puss.
She said,
FLPPOP. Full of pop.
She said, all you girls are cute, but Georges, I just have to tell you, you're really gorgeous. You're really stunning. Bye, everyone. Bye, and the others. That was a really sweet moment. Wow. What a wild episode. I mean, Bosco also talks about her gender journey, and she also has recently announced that she's starting hormone replacement therapy. And we support all of the girls, and we have always supported drag queens and trans women who do the fucking art form of drag, who originated the fucking art form of drag. So like, we love this. I keep going. I want an all trans season.
That would be the T, honey. Or the
Yeah.
T blocker, actually. Give us an all trans season. We're going on strike until we get one.
But we want to thank you so much for listening and joining us for Race Chaser,
Race Chaser.
this week.
I'm
Oh,
trans.
Willem.
Sorry, I'm Willem. Sorry.
And I'm Alaska.
And we would love for you to write a review, or you could type it, of our podcast on your podcast app. And don't forget to subscribe because we really need the subscriptions. We'll send you a Helix mattress or something. I don't know. Give us a rating too.
Yeah. And you can follow the dolls on Instagram and Twitter at Willem at the Only Alaska 5000. Our Race Chaser account is at Race Chaser Pod, and our Mom Podcast account is at Mom Podcasts.
Plus, we have bonus content available. Plus. Oh, yeah, plat the plus. And it's at patreon.com/Willem. And you can find all of that Race Chaser content by searching the hashtag Race Chaser or just scroll. It's not that hard.
Yeah. And you can email us anytime at racechaserpodcast@gmail.com.
And we will see you next week for more discussion, dissection, and dissemination.
Oh my God.
Does anybody have a wet
I'm
nap?
closing it now.